Hey guys, welcome to the last episode of this season, and our guest for today is Mr. Anuj Ghanikar. Hello, sir. Thank you for coming to our platform. It's great having you here.
Hello, thank you, Rujita, and it's my pleasure to be here. And it's very important initiative you are doing. Congratulations for that.
Thank you so much, sir. Would you mind quickly introducing yourself, sir, so that our guests and our viewers know who they're listening to?
Yes, so my name is Anuj Ghanekar, and I am psychological counselor and working in practice since last 8 years. And I'm also social anthropologist by profession. And some of my projects related to mental health have been community mental health and life skills education for adolescents and men especially. So that is little bit about me.
Okay. All right. That's great, sir. So, shall we get started with today's episode?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So our first question, which is themed mainly on men's mental health, this whole episode is. So our first question is on those lines, which says that recently a friend of mine stopped speaking to me, and I feel that they're going down a bad route. But I'm jittery about discussing this with my guy friends because I'll be seen as overly emotional. So how do I deal with this?
Yes, yes. So, okay, now for this particular question, there are two parts of this question. First is the very good friend of mine is not speaking with me, and second is this jittery feeling about expressing it with other friends. So, I'll speak that second part more elaboratively first. So I would like to actually appreciate the person who has asked this question. That this person has being able to notice that jittery feeling, and he is being okay to have that feeling, and he wants to talk about it to the friends or guy friends, or he is thinking about it in his mind. So these 2 3 steps are crucial and very important from my perspective, that for being a man, you have to acknowledge your feeling and you have intention to express it to someone. So that itself is a big first step. Now, yes, definitely our society doesn't encourage men to express emotions, and it is quite valid point that the guys around me won't take me seriously. It's quite valid. So there are few things you must keep in mind. Five WH questions, what we say, like whom to share. Okay, so all fingers of hand are not same. So there might be some guys with whom you feel that the person will listen to me carefully, the person will not judge me, the person will not, make fun of me. So making your own judgment to choose the person wisely with whom you are going to share. Now, second is important thing is when and where you are going to share it. Don't make it public thing. Don't make it group thing. Don't make it when you are partying or in that kind of atmosphere. So it's very important to be serious about our feelings and open up the topic in a setting and in a moment when it is going to be shared and received well by the other person. So that is very important. Now how you are going to share it, so openly you can definitely say the your guy friend that I'm trusting you, I'm sharing this with you because I have faith in you. You can clearly communicate your expectations that I know you will keep it confidential. So that will build the background for you and safety for you to share the feeling. So these when, where, why, how, to whom, these are very important question. And why, like what is your motivation behind sharing it? It is just need to be listened to, you just need attention of someone, or you want some guidance or inputs. Okay, so make that judgment is very important. Many times it is just our need to be listened to, and it's perfectly okay to have that need. So making this choice is very important. Now coming quickly to the first part of question, just one quick thing I would like to suggest there: no relationship needs to be ended abruptly. Okay, if even if two people want to end their relationship, it always needs to be done through awareness, through consensus, and giving proper closure to it, and not keeping that business unfinished what we call in psychology. So it's very wise for you and your friend, even if you both with consensus decide to end it, doing it through awareness and understanding is important rather than just closing it abruptly.
Right.
So these are some pointers I would like to share for this particular question.
Okay. All right, sir. That was really helpful. Okay, so moving on to the second question. The second question says, I'm usually an easygoing person and I'm quite conflict averse since I don't like to offend people. Some of my college mates interpret this as being soft and I'm often bullied about it. How do I face up to them and be assertive but be true to myself?
Yes. So for this particular question, I would suggest it needs some therapist intervention for this particular person, because being bullied is not easy thing. It brings a lot of material, lot of feelings of anger, helplessness, fear, and there may be so much material I can see with this person which is unresolved, and it needs therapeutic cleansing or working on that inner self part. So for this particular person, rather than just one advice, I would suggest seeking therapeutic help for sure. Now there are some pointers I would like to give. See, our mind is really flexible, and it's not limited to one particular image. The way person is saying, I'm easygoing, okay, I don't like conflicts, and it's a good thing. These are good qualities, but you are not limited to these qualities. Okay, it's okay to disagree in some situations. It's okay to be assertive in some situations. It's okay to confront with people. These are other parts of personality which are needed as per situation. So I don't want you to become rigid to one particular, this is my image and I'm going to live with this image. It's not it's not true. So there is something called as internal reality, and there is something called as external reality. So when both will become congruent to each other, then that's a win-win situation for you. So, if you want to seem assertive, the person asked in this question is, I want to seem assertive, something like that. So, you don't actually need to pretend and, behave in certain way because other people around you wants you to behave in that particular way. So, the best thing is cleansing up that inner material, finding what actually your true self means to you, and then automatically it will reflect out of you. You don't need to seem, or you don't need to pretend, or you don't need to act out in some ways. So these are some pointers I would like to share for this question.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now the third question. It says some of my friends are pretty smart, but in my opinion, they're throwing away their lives by getting addicted to smoking, drinking, and some of these likes. I almost feel like taking control of their lives and getting them back on track, but I'm not sure how I can change their minds. Is there any way I can help?
Yes. So again, I would like to appreciate here that it's good intention question, and it seems the person has really done a lot of effort to make this happen. So, when coming to the addictions, not only about smoking or alcohol, there are many food addictions, there are pornography addictions. So, when we talk about addictions, it's not a linear question to understand that, I have this habit and I tell my friend to stop it, and the person is not stopping it. We don't need to see it in a linear fashion.
Okay.
If I am into some addiction, something is happening me inside. I have a lot of stress. I have lot of feelings about something which I want to numb actually. Okay, because the society around me doesn't want me to express. Okay, if I start expressing to my wife or to my kids or to my sister or to my mother, they will constantly uh, take me to that weak image. You are weak because you are expressing. So I want to numb my emotions, and because I want to numb my emotions, I take support of different kind of addictions. It may be food addictions, it may be alcohol, it may be different substances. So what is something that is driving this person into addiction is very important to figure out rather than just telling to stop. So when that intrinsic motivation is understood, what is actually making this act getting manifested is very important to know that. So this call is very important whether this person who is into addiction really wants to stop the behavior and the person doesn't want to quit that behavior. That makes very important choice. Now if the person himself wants to stop the behavior, you can do many things. You can appreciate the act of stopping behavior. You can take this mantra of one day at a time. Like today I will not go into addiction, or I will quit the behavior. So there are different behavioral techniques, behavioral change techniques, which we can implement. But if the person himself doesn't want to quit the addiction, then rather than just telling the person to stop, 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 it's very important to ask the reflective questions. Okay. So what is something bothering you actually, uh, that is bothering me so much that I'm stressed and I just can't resist myself having one cigarette or having one glass of alcohol. So these kind of reflective questioning and bringing into awareness that intrinsic motivation is very important. And it is possible with two things like patience and persistence. So it's good that you have good intentions for your friends, and it needs a lot of patience and persistence, because the addictions don't come to us overnight. Okay, they are long habits for long period, and we in our minds expect to stop them immediately overnight. So it is unrealistic expectation. So we need to give enough time to stop those behaviors and really help person to achieve the goal the person wants to achieve. So
Yes.
I hope these are little pointers which will be helpful.
Yes, definitely. All right. So the last question for today, it's a generic question actually. It says that I think men's mental health needs more attention and awareness in general. So what do you have to say about that? Any pointers, any tips for this?
Yes, yes. So some theoretical points I would like to explain to us. What we called as social construction of gender. Okay, in our society, gender roles are defined. What men are supposed to do, what women are supposed to do. Similarly, gender attributes are also defined, socially constructed. How men are supposed to be, okay, and how women are supposed to be. Men are not supposed to be that soft, caring, that nurturing. The whole definition of mardangi, what they call, is portraying yourself strong, okay, and connecting with your emotions, expressing your emotions is considered as something weak or vulnerable, unfortunately. But from traditionally, we have seen our fathers behaving in the same way. We have seen our grandfathers behaving in the same way. The whole media industry around us is continuously giving this message to us, mard ko dard nahi hota. And our whole life we carry that pressure to pretend entire word that मुझे दर्द नहीं हो रहा है, or I'm not feeling any pain, I don't want to express that pain. So these stereotypes needs to be broken in different settings. So a lot of community mental health activities are needed in our society. So especially at home level or at household level, in families, when the boy is turning into manhood, when that period of delicate period of adolescence, when boyhood is getting converted into manhood, is very crucial, very important. We need to impart this message. It's okay to be scared, it's okay to feel confused, it's okay to cry, it's okay to vent out your emotions, it's okay to have closeness with people around you. This strong message that I don't have to feel touch, I don't have to perceive touch, is very strongly imparted in a boy's mind on playground or on schools or in families in different settings. So very important to break the stereotypes and tell the boy, it's okay to be sensitive, it's okay to nurture the things around you, it's okay to care for other human beings, and you always don't need to be that violent or competitive or carrying that pressure of macho image, what they say, macho man image. So these stereotypes needs to be broken in family very consciously, and in media industry and in wider society also. I would like to give quickly couple of examples. One is this Ayushman Khurrana's video clip, which was very viral a few months back. One can easily find it out on internet. He gives that good message of how men can explore other parts of their personality, and they always don't have to like blue, they can like pink also, and it's okay to make that distinction. So this small poetry by Ayushman Khurrana, I think these kind of brand ambassadors from film industry or stars, they really influence our society. So this kind of behavioral change techniques in a wider society will help. And I would also like to give example of Marathi movie Muramba. It was a good movie and which I personally like. So there was a last scene where the male protagonist of this movie cries, and his girlfriend, she calms him down, and she just allows him to cry and went out, and she says it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to other side of your personality, it will not make you less human than what you are. So um, this is a big topic, Rujuta, to explore, and I can talk for hours into it. But the core message into this is these kind of stereotypes and barriers we need to break. Then we can stop this pandemic of mental health, which is not today seen as a pandemic, unfortunately, but many people are experiencing it, and in near future we will experience it. So to stop that, it's very important to work on men's mental health, uh, especially because it has a lot of suppression and lot of um, putting it under cover. So
Right.
that's my message for this particular question.
That's it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming. I think this was a really informative session, and I'm sure everybody is like listening to you. So thank you. Hi, guys. I hope you liked this episode and this season as a whole. Please do like, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments below anything else that you would like to see next season, what you liked about this season, and anything